Jerk Trini Pastel. Come on into Jenny's Walk and let's see how to put this divine traditional recipe around the festive season time. Pastel with a twist. Jerk Pastel from Jenny's Walk. Come on in and let's get started. Okay, foodies, so let's put this ground beef together to make this lovely Trinidad pastel. So the authentic recipe, beef is used, but you could use a mixture of beef and lamb, chicken, turkey, or mixture of both, pork, fish, or even vegetarian tofu mixed with soy chunk. So the way I do mine in my big old heavy iron skillet, I put my beef on. I'm using 80-20. So this have some nice, as you can see, some nice ribbons there or fat into it. Do not touch it. Just leave it there. I want to char the bottom of it. So it will get a nice char cook in there, char roast that will give a beautiful flavor, delicious to your pastel. So let this cook there on high. Okay, foodies, this looks marvelous. You see how you see all of that fat is rendered. So now I want to move this up. You see that lovely brown char? That is what I'm looking for. There you go. You see that? That is going to give so much flavors into this minced beef here. That's what we're cooking to put our pastel together. So we still have a lot of pink going on there. So now let's add some aromatics. So here is my sofrito and my peppers. The sofrito is green season for all my foodies who follow me. Welcome to all my new foodies. Jenny's Walk here is making a lovely Trinidad pastel. It's cornmeal pastel here. It's a dish you will find on any home you go to visit this festive season, this Christmas season. It is also used, you will find, they have this on lots of occasions. They will prepare this dish. So here I have beef bouillon. I am only going to go in with a half of it, and we're going to add the salt as we go by. In goes that. So here I have my onions. This is that lovely culinary pepper that is used in that beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago, and is also well known throughout the islands. This is pimento peppers, and I'm going to dice this up nicely. So here I have my onions, my ginger, and my garlic. I am going to add that in there because I want everything now to fry up into all this lovely oil. And you notice, my dear foodies, I did not add any oil. So let's leave this here now on medium heat. I'm going to turn the heat down. Let that sofrito or green season and these peppers here, let that all defrost. And the onions is going to start to cook in that oil that is rendered from the beef. Okay, foodies, it smells great in here. So in here I have some chili or paprika, some hickory smoke, liquid smoke, and some, what is this now? Red wine vinegar. In goes that. And here I have my peppers. This is that pimento peppers. Good chopped, finely chopped. And now we're going to disturb that meat. Everything seems to be cooked down really nicely now. Melt away that is. Let me give this a good mix. Okay, foodies, this looks marvelous. All fried up really nicely, and the kitchen smells divine. Lovely beef pastel here from Jenny's Walk. But foodies, I am doing a jerk. My family love that jerk flavor, and this is my favorite jerk, Walker's Wood jerk seasoning. So I'm going to add, not taking it too spicy, a tablespoon and a half of this lovely jerk. And I'm going to add that in there. And now I'm going to add some water. I have a little bit in the bottle left, so I'm going to put the water in the bottle and give it a good mix. And you know how we island people do it. We want to get all out of that. So there you go. Lovely recipe here from Jenny's Walk, making that authentic pastel. But I'm doing a jerk flavor. So we're going to let this meat cook now. Pot is calling me. So let's take a look of that jerk filling. So there you go. Very beautiful. Low and slow does it. You see it's really grainy and nice. So this is exactly what we're looking for. So foodies, two things. You can either add your capers. Here I have my capers soaking in water to get most of the salt out. And for the raisin, I'm not using raisin. I'm using, what is this again? Currant. Sweetness. Now, some of your friends or family guests may not like the sweetness. So what you could do, you could tailor this. When you're assembling your pastel, you could just put in how much you need to put in. or don't put at all for the ones who do not like it. So that is what I'm going to do with my capers and my olives. So let me just strain it off and add it now. Turn the heat off and let's just back this up a little bit and get all this oil to render out. Now this oil here, if you wish, you could use this oil. This is a lot of flavor. We didn't add this. This came out from that beef. You could use this to put your masa together. But it may be a little dark because of the jerk seasoning that we use. So the color of your masa will change, the pastel. So a little tip there for you if you want to do that. You could go ahead. Now I'm just going to put the spoon in the bottom because the heat is off and let all that goodness run out just like so. Foodies, I am unable to get that lovely pro masa, which will be very much yellow. You're not using cornmeal to make this pastel. So I am going to be using this. This is what I get. Authentic Mazal is instant corn masa flour. And what I'll be using is some turmeric. I'm going to add a little turmeric and let's see what's going to happen. So you could always improvise. You don't need to have exactly what everyone is using. So let's try this and see the results we're going to get here today. Foodies, so let's get our masa together now. So in my bowl, I have 2 cups of masa. I didn't get the pro masa, but foodies, please do not use cornmeal. So in goes half and half, will be 1 teaspoonful of sugar and some salt. I'm going to add a little touch of salt. I do not want to, you know what, I'm not adding any salt because I think my filling has a little too much salt to it. So in goes 1 teaspoonful, I just want to flavor it up, of oregano. I want to just give that a good mix. So the salt, as we say, will come in from our filling. I know what I'm telling you. I tasted it, foodies. So give your taste so you could do your adjustment also. So I didn't get that pro masa one, but I got the masa one here. This is the Mexican one. So this will be a little white. So you could add a little bit of turmeric if you want a yellowness. So foodies, this here is that fat that was rendered from the meat. So I want to add this fat instead of using the butter. So I'm going to go in with 4 tablespoonfuls of this fat, this liquid. So you will be using butter. You're going to warm up your butter. So that is 4. Lovely. Now this is going to add back a lot of beef flavor into this pastel. So you see it's turning a little yellow there. I forgot to mention to you, I did put in 1/4 teaspoonful of turmeric. Let me show that to you. So my foodies, my new foodies, do not get lost. There you go, because I did not get the cornmeal, the corn flour, but do not use cornmeal as I say. Foodies, so this looks fine now. I got all of that really grainy texture. So now always add a little at a time, because remember, you can always add in, but you cannot take. So in goes some more boiling water, and boiling water, not just hot water, but or warm water. Boiling water is best because, as I say, it's going to help your corn, it's going to help your cornmeal come together and hydrate quickly. It's also going to help melt the butter, if you're using butter. It will just give it some nice reaction there to melt and just bring a very pliable dough. So you see my dough is coming in all ready together. You see, you want it like pay dough. That's why I want you to add little at a time. There you go. So you see, even if you get the Mexican masa, because I know some of my foodies is all over the world. And I know the island, yeah, that's the oven. It's ready for the bread. And I know London, Holland, Japan, you know, Fiji Islands, some of you may not have, wouldn't get that pro masa thing. So, you know, Jenny's what we're here to learn, share, and create. No, this looks good. So I'd like you to improvise. So now put your hand in. It's warm. It's warm to the touch. You're not going to get burned. You see that? Look at that. You see how that pay-dough type? And it's not sticking to my hands. So you know you have enough oil or butter or whatever. And a great idea to use back that same rendered fat. So you put back in the flavor into your masa. So now you're going to roll out whatever dough ball size you want, just like so. Once you don't see any crack and you see clearly there is no crack in there, you know this is good. Look at that. So playing now. You know, Jenny's work like to play too much. Let's put our pastel together. I'm not making any dough balls though. I just want to show you a different way to do it very quick. Okay, foodies, so here's our meat. And now I want to add the capers and that olives in there. Give that a good mix and put that on the side. And here I have my leaf. I already give them my banana leaf. I get them frozen. I'm not lucky like you guys who in the islands. You could get this in the backyard. Give it a good cut, wash, dry, and then just pass it through the stove heat at the top. And that is exactly what I just did. So this fibrous part here, the rib, just cut that off and just put it on the side just like so. So there's a smooth side and there's a bit of a more drainy part there. That is what I want. So what we're going to do, I have that beef fat that rendered in cooking. I still have more right here, foodies. Look at that. So, you know, Jenny's walk do things differently. So I'm going to apply that just like so. There you go. And you put that in there. So now we're going to do our masa. I did not make any balls, so I'm going to pinch a piece. Okay, we're going to pinch a piece. We're not going to be so professional. We're not going to do it like that. I'm going to show to you how simple and easy. You don't have a masa press. You know, your friends who know about it getting you all scared. Your family getting you all scared and you're in a different country. You're not home to get these ingredients. Don't worry about it. Just join into Jenny's walk. I'm going to show to you exactly how we do things by improvising. So you in Holland, my members, my foodies, my audience in Holland, New Zealand, UK, and I get all your comments. I read your comments. Jenny, I can't get this. Jenny, I can't get that. There's no markets here. I'm in the NYC. And I understand. So this is why Jenny's Walk is here. I do all the hard work for you. And I come to give you all of this information and methods how you can still enjoy your island. So all mixing beautiful. Remember, this is jerk. So that's why it's a bit dark. And it is a little spicy. And I think the salt content is a little too much, I would say. Maybe the bouillon, I don't know. That is why I did not put any salt in the masa. There you go. Perfect. Just like so. Now, the oil that we have here will be that, it will be that adhesive. So, you just pull that back. There you go. It's non-stick. So it's adhesive and then it's also non-stick. It holds on to the masa when you put the oil in to make your masa. Everybody stays together. And when you put it onto the leaf, it becomes non-stick. So you bring both of them in there. And as you can see, the beef still have a lot of oil in there. So this oil or grease that is in here, when your pastel start cooking, it's going to be moist. And that oil is just going to flow right back into that lovely Trini Pastel Jerk flavor here from Jenny's Walk. Any patching to do, you just take a little piece and you just fix it beautiful, just like so. If you have your little tabletop steamer, we're ready to go. Give it a good fold, 1 and 2. And then we're going to go this way. Try to seal it, okay, foodies? Give it a crease there, bring it over just like so, and now we're going to take it back just like so. Now if you have your steaming basket, nice little pot, you just put it in there. Or you don't have that, you want to tie it up. I have so many different things to show to you, foodies. We have the twine, you could give it a tie, or you could just take a piece of the foil paper, and the foil paper is done. No problem, we have more. This will just be enough. I am such a mess when I'm ready. You just put your foil paper in just to secure it. 1 and 2. Just like so. Put it in there. Just give it a little bend. Just like so. 1, 2. We'll get a bigger piece in the other batch. And there you go. You get your lovely pastel. You could put this into steam. Let's make another one. Another one. Quick and easy. Just put your oil in. Just like so. And if you make your bowl already and have it waiting, and put a damp cloth or towel over that masa so it don't dry out. If it should dry, just spray some water and you will be fine. You put it there. If you have your masa press, you go ahead and use your masa press. I do not have one and I do not intend to buy one. because my fingers work very fine. There you go. Just give it a good little spread out, just like so. Even them off. Do not make the masa too thick, because when your corn start steaming and cooking, it's going to plump up and it's going to be too fat. And you don't really want a fat one. And if you check on my page, my dear foodies, you will also see that chow chow that you could enjoy your pastel with. It's that lovely brine vegetables, chow chow. Some of you may eat it with ketchup. I don't know how you all like it. And then you just bring this one inside, and you could do different flavors. You do not have to do jerk, or you could do a mild jerk, not a spicy jerk. You do your fish, you could do turkey mixed with chicken, poultry and poultry goes back. You could use your lamb, mix it with pork and lamb, beef and lamb. Just be creative. There you go. Look at that. Not a rocket scientist. So don't forget to like and share this lovely vid with your friends and family. And join in into Jenny's Walk. Lovely pastel here for the festive season. Quick and easy. Simple. Do it. There you go. Let me finish up my foodies for the string method. If you want to tie it up, you'll get your butcher's twine. And what I did, I went ahead and I doubled that twine just like so. And you could give it a little knot. And then you turn it around, twist and turn. There you go, just like so. Don't pull too much to break that paper. Sorry, that leaf. We don't want to damage that leaf. There you go. So you're gently going to do that. And then you're going to give it another tie right here. There you go. And just give it a knot. And then that's another knot. Just like so. Now, if you want to really... Wow, I don't want to cut now. There you go. Now, I have my steamer, which you all know, so I will just place this in my steamer. But if you want to tie it up tighter, you just go ahead and put some more wrapping and all of that. I don't need to do that, but I'm giving you an idea how to do the tying method, the foil method, and just the folding method with no twine. Jenny's Walk, we're here to learn, share, and create. So foodies, here is my steamer. It came up all ready to boil. I just want to show to you. I have all 4 of them in there. Put them into the steamer for like 50 minutes, and I'm just going to add 1 piece of the paper, of that leaf again, lid on, and I'm set the timer here for 50 minutes on my tabletop steamer. We're going to wait now to see that lovely pastel jerk flavored pastel from Jenny's Walk. Okay, foodies, let's take a look at that pastel. So now we all finished. It took 50, which is 50 minutes inside of my tabletop steamer, and this is what it looked like. Let's open up that pastel. You see how greasy and nice it is? That is from all that lovely butter grease that we used. So now let's cut into that. There you go. It's that long awaiting time. Take a look at that goodness. OMG. Are you seeing that, foodies? Look at that texture that we have in there. The thickness of it is not overwhelmingly thick. The smoothness, look at the texture on the outside. Look at that goodness. Divine. And the meat filling is just enough. Lovely pastel here. Jerk flavor from Jenny's Walk. Give it a try, my dear foodies. You're going to love it. I want to try it. You know that? Little cut there. It looks so moist, very, very moist and nice. Wow. Silky, creamy, well done. A little heat there I'm getting from the jerk. I'm getting all those spices traveling in my mouth. The sweetness, yes, I got one of that currant in there. Divine dish here from Jenny's Walk. So my dear foodies, give it a try. Lovely jerk flavor pastel here from Jenny's Walk. Simple and easy. And as you can see, I did not get the pro masa. Don't believe what everybody say to you. Improvise and you see for yourself how lovely this came out by just using the fat that was rendered from your meat. Add it in. You don't need the butter. And you use that boiling water for that hydration to take place and that oil to get into your masa. Lovely dish here from Jenny's Walk. So enjoy your festive holiday season. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. Leave me a comment, like and share. From my kitchen to your kitchen. Happy Christmas.